All right, all right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? All right. All right, a good thing. YouTube's sending out the notification for my videos. That's a good sign. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. In case you didn't, you're watching the PTD Vlogs, day number 473. We're rocking and rolling in the free world at 11:42 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is 10/9/8/42 p.m. Pacific. Where in the world are you? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the chat. What's up to all my live viewers? What's up to all my commenters watching on the replay? Don't feel left out. I hope you can catch a live stream soon because we all have a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going for 73 thumbs up today. We already got 3, so we need 70 more. That's pretty easy. Everyone just has to tap a button. Comment 111 if you tap the like button. Comment 222 if you didn't do it yet, but it takes a second, not even. So anyway, pressing buttons for free. That's the world we live in now. What's happening, everybody? Let's do some shout-outs. Let's talk to some people here. We got Eric Joaquin, Topher Prather, or Prather. I apologize if I said that wrong. Carissa Harrison, Joseph Petrozola, JP. Seattle Flexer, what's up, brother? Pen Mal, The Real Binko, TQ Suited, PHX Fox, Eric Joaquin again, Carissa Harrison again, said that already. Wendy Jones, Ben Quasney, Jessica Powers, T-Fan, TQ Suited, Pen Mal, Shenanigans, My Income Job. There you go, twice in one night, Michelle. Everyone go subscribe to My Income Job if you haven't already. She makes great stuff. That's also Michelle Cesar. She has 2 channels. Mr. Carver, what's up? Amy Cooper, what's up? Hey, Tony, Team LMDU. So really, this is just a chill live stream. It's me basically venting and sharing my, I don't know, my excitement of getting 1,000 subscribers in less than a week, or basically a week, maybe 8 days. I lost count, but it's insane, dude. It's crazy. I can't believe I jumped up from 10,000 to 11,000 subscribers that quick and counting. It's insanity. I'm telling you guys, it's just doing live streams. There's no editing, so I can't say I work my ass off, because that would be a lie saying that I work my ass off. But if there's anything I know about YouTube in my 11 years that I've been here, going on 12 years, consistency, consistency, consistency. That's what it's about. Same thing with Grubhub, same thing with working in life, anything in life. It's when you give up is when you get nowhere. You know, I mean, like I said a billion times, I made this channel. What's up, John Kostovic? Thank you, My Income Job. You know, I mean, like when I made the Pay to Drive channel, like I uploaded a couple of videos, 6 videos, right? And then abandoned the channel. I was like, who the hell is going to watch these videos? And now here we are a year and a half later, and we have a thriving community here that really didn't exist before. You know, I feel like I was one of the first people to really put this together, man. And I'm incredibly proud of this, that we got everyone together. You know, which topic? Income Job or Michelle? Tomorrow, Monday, $8 minimum per order due to weather. Yeah, dude. Honestly, that's another thing I wanted to mention. At least on the East Coast, we're supposed to be getting like, I think upwards of over a foot of snow over the course of the next few days. So if you are going to be affected by snow, like I've said it a million times, guys, please, please, please think of your safety first before you think of your wallet, you know, or your bank account. Because without you, and without you being healthy and safe, you can't make money. And remember, folks, when you die, you can't take it with you. Keep these things in mind, because like I always said, when I first started out, I was gung-ho. I was like, I'm going to work in sleet, snow. I'm going to be like Santa Claus delivering, man. I'm going to go through any kind of weather condition. I don't care if a tornado follows me. Now I'm like, oh, it's snowing. I kind of want to live. You know what I mean? I don't care how badly you need money. Without you, your health, your safety, there's no point. You know what I mean? Yeah, Joseph, it's going to be wild. I'm telling you. It's going to be crazy. What's up, Kyle? You know? It's sunny in California. Bummer. I would give anything to switch places with you right now, Eric. Seriously. I am so tired of the East Coast. Seriously. I would love to move out there in a heartbeat. What's up, Ashley? How are you? By the way, guys, what do you think of this awesome shirt? I don't wear button downs like this. I bought this shirt today, Kmart. on sale because it was my uncle's birthday. We all went out to dinner. Plus, my grandmother had knee surgery, very intense knee surgery, and she's going to be 90 years old next year. And it was also like a celebration for that, too, that she came out of surgery and she's making a good recovery. So I love my grandmother. I love my family. And I wanted to make sure I looked nice and presentable for dinner. But I didn't wear the hat, that's for sure. So they got to see my bald head, which I don't really show to you guys here. But, yeah, there's still Kmart. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to shop at Kmart, not at all. That's right. Hit the thumbs up button if you like Pete's shirt. But even if you don't like the shirt, you should probably just hit the like button anyway because it's free. So comment 111 if you smash that like. Comment 222 if you haven't yet. You do, Mr. Kyver 32. But keep in mind, if you're on a block, like let's say your block starts at 11 a.m. and it's 11:30 and the snow is getting bad, if you drop that block while the block is in session, it will not count against you. I've tested this a million times. So don't be afraid to drop your block. Because actually, Grubhub kind of encourages you to drop a block, especially if it's slow. So, you know, just a word of information, or not word of information, you know, just some advice. What's happening, John Spalding? Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, guys, there are some YouTube creators out there, and there are some viewers out there who get on my case about being lazy and this and that. Dude, I've put in so much time on doing deliveries and stuff, man, to the point where like I was like, all I was doing was working in my life. That's all I was doing. Like I was working from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every single day for about 6 months straight without a day off. And I'm not kidding. From the point I started, all I did was work. I would wake up, have breakfast, take a shower, brush my teeth, go out to work, and that's all I did all day long. Came home, was exhausted, passed the hell out, woke up, did it again. And I know there's a lot of you guys that do that as well, and I commend you for it. But you're going to get burned out eventually. I can promise you that. You know, didn't you make 1,000 a week a few times? I hit 1,000 a week once, and then where it was actually over 1,000, and then there was a lot of weeks where it was like 850, 950. You know, dude, I'm telling you, don't let anyone tell you that you're lazy because you don't want to work all day. It's insane. Do not do that to yourself, because I'm telling you, it affected my relationship. It affected my health. It affected my family. It affected my friends. I lost friendships over working so much. Like people that were trying to reconnect with me from high school and stuff. Like I would always be like, I'm working. I'm sorry. I'm always working. And they would always say like, what are you like? Can somebody take care of Joey seat sniffing crew? Tell that guy to go sit in timeout. Whoa, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Actually, before we do that, hold on. Well, there we go. Joey's seat sniffing crew, since you're probably still here, double cheeseburger looking ass. You're trying to tell me, brother, you don't eat double cheeseburgers? If you're an American, you're not eating double cheeseburgers at least once a year. You're probably not a real American anyway. But if you don't eat double cheeseburgers and you're just trying to stay healthy, I can respect that as well. So thank you, Joey seat sniffing crew, for your failure trying to get over on me. And that's that. Wishes Network, thank you for your $5 donation. I appreciate that very much. Everyone, please say thank you to Wishes Network. And by the way, Wishes Network, I also owe you a thanks because you sent a PayPal donation as well. And I did not get a chance to thank you for that. So that was like a week ago or something. So thank you for that as well. Just made $18, including a $10 tip to deliver 1 ice creams. Hey, shenanigans. That sounds like nothing but good shenanigans to me. What's up, AZ Driver? I'm the 15th like. Let's keep that positivity flowing and growing. Absolutely. Like, dude, I love how people come on here and make fun of me for being fat. It's like, bro, just because I enjoy eating, I grew up Italian, big portions and stuff. It's like, why do you got to give me a hard time for that? You know? Didn't know if you knew him or not. Maybe thought he was just playing with you. Nah, I don't know who the hell that guy is, but he's obviously some scrub. Like I said, I've been on this YouTube website since 2007. I have had every kind of insult, death threat, whatever you want to call it. I've had them all, you know? So, yeah, I don't let any of these bums faze me, you know? Because obviously that dude is sitting at home with a freaking chocolate milk in his hand and Pornhub open on another tab, and he's just like, oh, let me take a break from that. Let me hop on here. Oh, look at this fat guy. You double cheeseburger looking ass. Send. And I'm like, all right, good for you. You know, I'm here trying to build a community, and you got these bums coming over here trying to cause problems. I love Family Guy. I like older Family Guy, you know. Kyle, I'm not going to go there. I wasn't hating on it. I was just saying that's more than likely what that guy is doing. Okay? You know? See, on the vlog, we get a little bit more wild. You know what I mean? Like, we talk about things. Like, obviously, I'm not going to talk about those things on Pay to Drive. Because people are like, why do you have 3 channels? Like, wouldn't it make sense just to do one? No, it wouldn't. Because I'm not about to talk about this kind of stuff on Pay to Drive. Because God forbid I do that, I'll get showered and littered with dislikes. People are like, hey, get to the point. I don't care about your life. I just want to make money. I don't care about you. I just want to make money. Dude, I accept. I understand. I respect the hustle. I get it. You know? See, even Topher Prather had a double cheeseburger for dinner. Dude, when I go to Burger King, I order the triple cheeseburger. My arteries are screwed. You kidding me? And I'm on high cholesterol medication. But that's all going to change. I know I was saying I was doing the potato thing. I know I said I was doing it. We did it again for like a week, but we're just getting burned out on it. So we're actually going back to keto this week. That's the plan. Yo, the triple Whopper from Burger King is real, dude. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager and I was working out and stuff, there was a time where I was actually working out and everything. I used to go and get 2 triple cheeseburgers and eat them in like 5 minutes. Now, if I do that, I'll be passed out on the floor and they'll need to, you know, revive me. Double Whopper's great too. Dude, the Wendy's triples are the absolute best. Dave's triple, absolute best. AZ Driver, thank you very much for that $10 donation. Alexa, replay. I appreciate it. Everyone say thank you to AZ Driver for that $10 donation. Seriously. No, it is. It's all portion control. It's all portion control. That's all it comes down to. Seriously, that's all it comes down to. What's up, Tony Tone? Dude. My man, Tony Tone. They closed all the Roy Rogers in my area like in the 90s. But I know that they still exist down in Manhattan and like parts of like Queens and stuff, I think. I have not had Roy Rogers since I was a child, but I heard they were great. I remember them being great. Whopper Original, no cheese, no bacon. Let Tom pick. Man, you just have a Whopper with no cheese? Man, I haven't done that in forever. There's really not much to the Whopper then. It's just a burger, you know? But hey, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I don't even know what Culver's is. Heaven on a bun, I believe it. It is. TQ suited. It is all about self-discipline. The crazy thing is I actually know so much about nutrition. I've been to nutritionists. I'm a type 2 diabetic, but I'm managed, so that's why I kind of get away with what I eat. You know, like my numbers are all good and everything. You know, I almost died back in 2016. Long story. I'll tell you guys about that another time. But I'm not ashamed of these things because I'm aware of them. You know what I mean? But as much as it doesn't sound like it, I do take care of myself. I take my medication regularly and things like that. You know. But yeah, I figured, you know what? You guys have known me for so long. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself, you know. Culver's is amazing. Don't have one in my area. My A1C fluctuates. It was a little high. The lowest I got down to was like a 5.1, so that was considered like pre-diabetic. But the last time I went, it went up to like I think like a 6.4, so it got high again. I'm in the same boat, Pete. I lost 104 pounds a couple of years ago. Some of it is back. I know what I need to do. Just got to buckle down. It's all willpower. It really is. It is all willpower. You know what it is? It's just like food is something that is it's just comforting. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, you get excited when you go to get fast food, man. I don't care who you are. People that are like, I haven't eaten fast food in 15 years. It's like, do you want a medal or something? It's like, that food is delicious. It's garbage, but it's delicious. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's you know what, Topher? Did she develop it when she was pregnant? Because that's very common. You're at a 6.4. Dude, honestly, my heart goes out for the type 1 diabetics out there, dude. I'm telling you. Having to live with that your whole life is not okay. Mashed potatoes and gravy, mac and cheese, absolutely, dude. I had some Popeyes chicken today. You know, I treated myself a little bit for 11,000 subscribers. What's up, James? Nah, we're just talking about, you know, hitting 11,000 subscribers and all that stuff. And I'm just kind of, you know, freewheeling right now. I'm just talking about whatever. No, I'm not, Matt, dude. I had to put that on hold. I may venture back into it again one day, but starting, I think, Monday or Tuesday, my girlfriend and I are hitting the low-carb keto thing. I started doing low-carb in 2003 when it was the Atkins diet. Does anyone remember that? Dr. Atkins, when that was the big fad? I'll tell you right now, keto works, man. But let me tell you, living in an Italian family where there's pasta and bread and all that stuff around, it is not easy with all the pastries and desserts and things like that. Thank you, Topher. Exactly, man. Like, dude, food is like so amazing. Like, I wish all of us right now, I wish I could have like a big pizza party, get a nice 6-foot wedge, you know, everyone just hang out and enjoy, you know, like life is, I feel like people complicate life too much. And I'm not saying drown your sorrows in food. You know, I've done that way too many times in my life. What's up, Matthew? You know, all right, and Andrea, I always say Andrea. Andrea, thank you for stopping by. John, hush, hush on that one, brother. But anyway, it really what it all comes down to, guys, is I've learned over the past couple of years, you know, life is short, man. Like, I looked death in the face several times with the diabetes scare in 2016 when I was rushed to the hospital. That was crazy. When the shovel went through my windshield in September, for those of you guys who remember when that happened. I mean, life, like we wake up, and I've said this before, we wake up in the morning or whenever we wake up and we check Instagram. Whoa. Alexa, turn on the living room lamp. A little too dark. Looks like I'm in a dark room developing photography right now. But I'm telling you, Tracy, that's the way to do it. All the power to you. You know, it's like we wake up and we're concerned about how many likes we get on our pictures and stuff. We're concerned on, you know, who's our friend on Facebook and, you know, the social media nonsense and just scrolling all day. Now, a lot of you guys might say, well, Pete, you're obsessed with likes on your videos. I'm obsessed with my likes on my videos because the interaction on my videos helps promote my channel, which helps my channel grow. You know what I mean? So there's more of a purpose there, you know, but if you're just obsessing over social interaction for nothing, for no reason, just to make yourself feel better, it's not healthy. I'm telling you, it's just not healthy. You know, like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I hate that I have to promote all my goddamn social media. Excuse me for saying goddamn, but I hate that I have to do it. But if you want to be successful, you have to grow your brand. That's what it's all about now. It's always about growing your brand, you know? And that's another thing, Carissa, like you said, generation constantly compares themselves. And, you know, when you're scrolling through and you're seeing Instagram models and stuff like that, all these people that look like they're happy, anyone will tell you this. Social media is a highlight reel. And this was explained to me by my girlfriend and several other people. It is a highlight reel so you can see the great things that are happening in people's lives, but those are only the great things. You don't know that maybe 95% of the time their life sucks. You know what I mean? What's up, Sovereign Renaissance? What's up? You know, it's just, it really just comes down to stop worrying, you know, laugh at the confusion. You know, like if you get fired from a job, our immediate reaction when you know, anytime I've been faced with a situation like that, the first thing you do is you panic. Oh my God, bills. Why me? Why me? What does this mean? Why did this happen? Da, 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 da. I'm telling you, dude, the way the universe works is everything happens for a reason. Take my word for it. Please trust me. I'm serious. When it all comes down to it at the end of the day, it really is about how you look at things. When one door closes, another one opens. If I did not leave my job as a security officer at PepsiCo at the home office, I would never have discovered this Grubhub stuff, or at least it would have been taken a way longer time. And I'll tell you right now, none of this would have happened. I would have not known any of you if I did not leave that job. You know what I mean? Life hands you lemons, make beef stew. There you go. What's up, Adam Crenshaw? What's up, Nissan Altima? Exactly. And that's another thing. If you, right now, if you hold a grudge on anybody in your life, seriously, somebody you haven't spoken to in years, I don't want to say I dare you because it sounds cryptic. I would urge you tomorrow, send them a text. Be like, hey, I was thinking about what happened, you know, when we had a falling out. And I just think that it's silly or stupid, you know, to go on not being friends, or at least I want to clear the air and, you know, say I'm sorry or something, you know. Sometimes you have to be the bigger person. Like, for some reason, as people, we feel that when we're in a fight with somebody, like, we have to strong arm them to make them feel lower than us, beneath us, you know. And that's a big problem that I notice from a lot of my viewers that have this pride. Like, it's okay to have pride, but it's bad to let it consume you and get you into trouble, you know. I guess just really what the point is, you need to enjoy your life while you still have it, man, because we live in a scary world, dude. We're always on the verge of World War III, you know. Like, tomorrow, if Trump got on the news and said, today we are announcing that we're going to war, everyone will be drafted and we're going to war, you know, dude, would it matter how many Instagram followers you had? Would it matter a grudge you had with a best friend that stole a girl from you or something? You know, it's going to be huge. Donald Trump. You know, I'm not trying to hate on Trump or whatever. I'm indifferent. I don't talk about politics. I try not to. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, exactly, the national security emergency. But the fact of it is, you know, you got to think to yourself, is this really worth being upset about? Like, is it worth dwelling? Dude, I used to dwell on everything. Everything. If I couldn't lose weight, I dwelled on it. If I lost weight and it wasn't enough, I dwelled on it. If someone wouldn't answer my text, I would dwell on it. You know, if I failed a test, I would dwell on it, you know, or something. You know what I mean? It's just working for myself, you know, with Grubhub and these apps has really taught me that, you know, the only person you can always really rely on is yourself. And if you let yourself down, you're screwed. You know, I'm telling you, you're just going to screw yourself. But always also keep in mind, okay, that when people curse you out, they mess with you, they try and bring you down, I'm going to teach you a little trick, and it works, dude. And I'm telling you, and it works. Ride and Shine. By the way, everyone, before I say that, Ride and Shine is another YouTuber. I know I've been plugging channels like crazy lately, but Ride and Shine is a guy who posts pretty frequently. He's from Staten Island, New York, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Tony? And he's an author. He is a hell of a driver, and he makes great videos. I would highly recommend you go and watch him and subscribe to him. He's a great guy. And I promise you're going to enjoy his stuff. He's got a cool intro, too, I got to say. There's too many Tonys, I know. But Ride and Shine, great channel. I highly recommend you subscribe to him. But anyway, here's my little trick. When someone gives you a hard time, you know, when someone gives you a hard time and it's just, you want to just punch them or whatever, resist the urge. Because I'm telling you right now, always remember this. If someone is acting aggressive towards you or someone is trying to bring you down, they are not happy in life. That's what I've said a million times. No problem, Tony. I appreciate your viewership. You know, it gets hard sometimes when you feel like you never win. But Jake, here's the thing. You need to learn that it's just not your turn yet. It's not your time yet for the success. But the more you start focusing on the glass half full rather than half empty, you know, it's like this Gatorade bottle right here, right? It's like, well, I could look at it and say, oh, it's half empty. This sucks. Or you could be like, oh, God, I'm thirsty. At least it's half full. You know what I mean? I know it sounds stupid. Trust me. For 30 years of my life, it always sounded dumb. But for some reason, like I said, when I finally moved out and I was able to think for myself, I was like, you know, why am I dwelling and stressing about things? You know? Exactly. Kill them with kindness, Pete B. I mean, it works so well. When a customer gets pissed and antsy or something, or if I'm at a restaurant picking up food and they're giving me an attitude, and I'm like, dude, this person is miserable. You know what I mean? Like, this person hates their life, but I don't. You know? I'm telling you. it just, you really do have to be grateful, man. I'm telling you, constantly. Whenever something good happens, like let's say you're driving and all of a sudden you hesitate and hit the brake or something, and boom, a car flies by and it could have hit you. You're like, oh my God, someone was looking out for you. You know, again, this is not a religious thing or whatever, but sit there and say to yourself, wow, I am so grateful I did not get into a car accident. I'm telling you, you know. Exactly. What are they going to say to you? That you're too nice? No one is ever going to tell you that you're too nice. They'll call you a pussy for sure. Oh, you freaking pussy. You know how many times I heard that in my life? And I believed them. And the reason why I believed them is because I wasn't as like tough, rough and tough as them. You know, I didn't play sports like them or whatever. You know, I wasn't on their level, you know. But then, you know, years go by and you look and see these people and they're right where they were before. And you're kind of like, wow, I actually cared what they thought. You know, I care what people think to an extent. But I'll tell you right now, I don't care until it affects my integrity. You know what I mean? Like when people say that like I make propaganda and I lie and I make up fake news to get views and stuff, it's a bunch of bullshit. And I'll tell you right now, that's when I come out swinging. But I don't come out swinging for blood. I come out swinging to defend myself in the fact that, well, people are going to believe me or they're not going to believe me. I can't force them, you know? It's all about attitude. Exactly, Curtis. It's all about attitude. And I'm telling you guys, part of my mission here is not just to help you make more money. It's not just to inform you about what's going on in the delivery community and stuff like that. It's really to help you mentally, you know? Because like when I was in college, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do, which is probably why I'm a delivery driver. And I'll tell you right now, I went from a construction degree to a business degree to I wanted to be a psychologist or a therapist, and that went out the window. And then I went to film school. I constantly kept switching and switching and switching, you know. Almost, Michelle. I'm almost doing what I want to do. I'm almost there, you know. That too, and we're still in the end stages of that app. But you know, again, I don't want to talk about that right now. We'll talk about that another time. But what it all comes down to, guys, is it's not about religion. It's not necessarily about beliefs and stuff. It's about just being a good person. Let me tell you something. I never was someone to donate money. I was never someone who, if a homeless person on the street asked for money, I was always the guy saying, yeah, sorry, I don't got anything. Even if I had $1 in my pocket. When someone on the street says, can you help me out? I got it. You know, can I have $1? Can I have some change? Dude, I just give it to him. I don't even think about it. I gave a homeless guy like $10 or $15 one day, and he looked at me. I was actually sitting right at those 3 parking spots by the Buffalo Wild Wings, right? What's up, Mike? All day vapor. You know, I was sitting there, and he knocked on my window, and he was like, hey, man, I'm trying to catch a train. You know, like it's like I need a couple more bucks. I had $15 cash in my wallet, and I never carry cash. That was all tip money that I had gotten. I handed it to him. I just handed it to him. I needed that money. I needed that money to pay for bills or lunch or whatever it was. I needed it. But I said, this guy needs it more than I do. At least I'm working. You know, I don't know this guy's story. He could be a drug addict. He could be an alcohol. You know, he could be an alcoholic. I don't know. But let me tell you, dude, the look on that man's face when I handed him $15 was unbelievable. He looked at me so confused. He looked at me super, super duper confused. And he's like, really, man? I said, it's yours. Get home safe. And of course, they give you the God bless you thing. And I was like, dude, don't worry about it, man. It's like, just get home safe. It's cold outside. And he's like, I've never met someone like you. And I'm like, dude, I've never met someone like me up until recently. You know, I'm not trying to say I'm a saint. I'm this perfect person. But when I started doing these nicer things, like better things started coming to me in my life. I'm telling you, you know. So I know I'm probably boring most of you guys with this stuff, but these little things that you do throughout your life, it takes you so much further than waking up and just talking about how shitty everything is. Because I did that for so long, and to be perfectly honest, I'm just tired of it, you know? Absolutely. Self-absorbed people are the most miserable, for sure. You know? DB, beautifully said. That's a beautiful quote. We all have a story. It's all about how you want it to be told. I like that. That's a great quote, you know? But, you know, it's crazy. Angel Mario Menendez. I hold 2 college degrees. Advertising and music, all I do is DoorDash, nothing bad about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Carissa, take care. Thank you for stopping by. You use it on a shirt or hat. Maybe. I'll be sure to give you credit if I ever do. Perhaps I'll just post it as a quote on my Facebook or something. Some of these people that are pouring down on your luck on the street could have been veterans that never got their benefits. It's true. It's true, man. And I'll tell you something right now. When I would be waiting for orders, if I was ever stopped by a homeless person or whatever you want to call them, you know, I would ask them, I'm like, so what's your story, man? Like, what got you to this point? And they'll tell you. And I'm telling you right now, these stories are so genuine that I believe them. And honestly, if I'm a sucker and I believe their lie, I just hope that any money that I gave to them would help them in some way and they use it. You know, you always have to hope that they use it for what they say they're really going to use it for, you know? What do you mean, Sovereign Renaissance? I don't know what you're responding to. Very nice, Matthew Flanagan. There you go. 2.5 hours, $60 is perfect. But anyway, I know I'm just kind of rambling on here, but the whole point is change your way of thinking. Stay positive. That's just really what it comes down to, and your life will start getting better. It's not going to happen overnight. I can promise you that. I really started thinking this way in like June, July, August of 2017. I finally moved into this apartment with my girlfriend in August 2017. And that's when I really started thinking this way, and my life started changing, you know. We could also maybe talk about, we could also talk about maybe like numerology and things like that in the future, because I study this kind of stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, I could talk about it. Homeless lives matter. There you go. Homeless lives do matter. I'm telling you, everyone's lives matter. I don't care who you are, you know. But to wrap this whole thing up, just make a goal every day. Just say, I'm just going to do something nice for somebody. You know, that's why I love promoting other people's channels that promote positive, good stuff. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, Sovereign Renaissance. I appreciate it. You know, it's like, just go out and do something. Go out of your comfort zone to do something nice for somebody without expecting something in return. And I can promise you, I'd be willing to bet $1 million that I don't have. But if I did, I'd be willing to put it on the table that within 6 months, you're going to start noticing things start getting better for you. And again, I'm not going to go into spirituality and all that stuff and law of attraction and all that stuff, but look into it. I'm going to tell you right now, a good starting point. Does anybody here have Netflix? Anybody here? I'm sure most people have Netflix. Go on Netflix when you have some time. I think it's like an hour and a half. Look up something called The Secret. Start with that, and you're going to start using some of the tactics they tell you about. Some of it is a little far-fetched, but it's not completely far off from the truth, and I can attest to that, and I have proof of these things, you know. Go look up The Secret. It's also a book, but ain't nobody got time to be reading sometimes, you know. You know, but I actually do want to read that book after watching The Secret. Curtis Watts, if you know what I'm talking about, which it seems like you do, it's all about karma. Karma's real, dude. Karma's real. Okay? And like I said, this is where I get to the point where I can't really go too deep. I feel like this is where I got to start having another channel to talk about these things, you know, because I don't want to start messing with people's beliefs and things, and then they say, I'm going to unsubscribe because I don't like what you believe. Da, 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 da. Every avalanche starts with a snowflake. There you go. Books on tape. We are in our cars all day. Audible. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Listen to audio. That's another thing. When you're out driving, don't listen to music all day. Listen to audiobooks. Listen to motivational stuff, because that stuff is the things that are going to motivate you to do better, to do better things. Old School Unsolved Mysteries. Robert Stack. Great show. Reading isn't boring. I don't want to say that. Here's why reading is boring, because we were forced to read stuff that we didn't want to read, which is why we get a bad taste in our mouth when we're thinking, ugh, reading a book, you know? And I'm still dealing with that, you know, because there's tons of stuff that I do want to read, but I'm just like, oh, I got to sit. I got to make sure I'm in the right state of mind and this, that, and the other, you know. You might be able to find it on YouTube, but it's right there on Netflix. It's been on there since like the beginning of Netflix. A lot of people do, Tracy, and I appreciate that. I mean, you could probably use like a torrent website like BitTorrent or the Pirate Bay or something. And I'm not going to explain about how to download torrents because it could get a little confusing. But whatever the case is, you know, exactly. It's just not enough time. I know, AZ Driver. I was just in a good mood and I was just kind of rolling with it. But I'm telling you, man, I want to see all of you guys do well. And I still see so much negativity, not so much from the people on my vlog. I see so much of this crap on my Paid to Drive channel, on the main channel. And I see so many people just saying, oh, you know, F DoorDash, F Grubhub, they screwed me, da 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 da. None of these apps are out there screwing you on purpose. It's just you get dealt a bad hand. Because let's put it this way. If for 5 days straight, you're getting amazing orders. You're making $200 a day, $250 a day, $150 a day, blah, blah, blah. And then on the 6th day, all of a sudden, like, it's dead. You don't get any money. You don't make any money. And you're like, you know what? F Grubhub, F DoorDash. But nobody complains when things are good. You notice that? When things are great, you're just like, oh, yeah, you're all pumped up. The real key to life is when shit goes bad, when things are real bad and down low, it's how you handle it, which will help bring you back up. And I've been at that bottom point for so long in my life. I just got sick of it. I just did. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's like an hour and 20 minutes, Sovereign Renaissance. When you guys have some time, watch it. And if you have any questions, ask me. I'll try my best to answer it. But when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Dude, let me tell you, like all of those quotes, like when you fall off the horse, you get back on. Like all of those quotes, I used to just laugh at it and be like, oh, that's stupid, you know. I'm telling you, start looking into astrology, start looking into horoscopes and stuff. They're not just for women. Because when I was growing up, I'm like, oh, horoscopes, those are just for girls that like want to find a good mate and all that stuff. It's just, it's beyond that. It's stuff will blow your mind, dude. I'm telling you. It is entitlement mentality. Absolutely. You know, I could talk about this stuff all day long, you know. DoorDash is definitely out to screwdrivers the way they have the use tips. You know what? But look at it this way. Look at it this way. Homeless lives matter, which is kind of ironic, but given what we're talking about here. When DoorDash created their app, I know I've been giving them hell lately, but they kind of deserve it. You know what I mean? At this point. But I'm not giving them hell to bring them down. I'm giving them hell to raise awareness for the people that are being taken advantage of. You know? But I do not believe that DoorDash created their company saying, I can't wait to make money, lots of money, and I can't wait to screw the drivers that help us make money. That's never the intention. Nobody goes out and says, I can't wait to screw these people over. What happens is people get greedy and they adjust the system, they adjust the system, and they adjust the systems to make them more money, and then the worker ants make less. You know what I mean? And that's what you call business. You know what I mean? And it's not okay. It's wrong. But the people that the higher ups are like, how much money can we squeeze out of this? So remember, don't feel you're the victim, because if that's the case, there's other platforms to go to. You know what I mean? That's just really what it all comes down to, you know, at the end of the day. But I digress. It is what it is. Of course it is. They want investors. Of course. But like what I'm trying to say is don't let it be woe is me. Oh my God, why are they doing this to me? Why me? Why me? You have to get out of that mindset, because that's how I lived most of my life. Why me? Why me? Why me? Like, you know how many times I would sit there and scream up at the ceiling and be like, why? What the hell did I do? What the hell did I do to deserve this? How many times have we all done that? Don't be ashamed. Comment 111 if you've ever done that once in your life when some bad shit happens to you. Why me? Because if you've never done that, you're lying. I'm telling you, everyone has done that at least once, whether it be a bad test score, a girl dumped you, a girl doesn't like you, or whatever, or you don't get that job, you get fired. DB did it earlier today, but I don't do it anymore. I retired from doing that bullshit. I'm serious, you know, and if you're not admitting it, you're just lying to yourself, and it's making it worse. That's just what it comes down to. So here's your homework for today, and you could choose to not do it. If you have Netflix, look up The Secret, watch it, try and absorb it, because it's going to blow your mind. I'm telling you. And it's not a cult or anything like that, because I don't believe in that garbage. It just really all comes down to you need to just rethink how you look at things in life. Yes, look up on Netflix The Secret. Watch it when you have time. And if you have questions, email me, paytodrivestories@gmail.com, and I'll try and help you out. I know I'm really bad at getting back to emails because I'm currently backlogged like 50, 60 emails that I have to go through. So anyway, on that note, guys, I just want to say thank you again for helping me get to 11,000 subscribers on Pay to Drive within like a week from 10,000. It's crazy. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't have done it without you. So I hate to be cliche, but it's true. I couldn't have done it without all of you. So on that note, let's see if we can go for 73 likes on this video. We already got 28. And my comment question of the day is, how do you look at life? Do you look at life as the glass half empty or the glass half full? Tell me in the comment section. I got to get out of here. It's already 12:23 a.m. And be safe with the snow this weekend, guys. If you're dealing with it, please think of your safety before you think of what's in your wallet. What's in your wallet? Anyway, guys, peace out. Get that money, get that honey. And I'll see you guys next time tomorrow here on the PTD Vlogs. Peace. Thanks for joining me.